What's my Starlight up to? A perfectionist in all things. We've gone over the plan 1,000 times, my love. We know it like the back of our hands. Beautiful hands that they are. Oh, come on. Deft implements like these deserve the praise. I could just say, you have nice hands. But then where else would I get the chance to languish in my penchant for language? Fair enough. But you are one to talk. If I'm a walking thesaurus, then you are the physical embodiment of a 20 questions game. It's a miracle either of us can get a word in edgewise against the other. You could go so far as to say we're match made in hell. Said with love, of course. No, truly. You've made this hell into a heaven, my Starlight. I mean that. When this disaster took hold of us, I could have never imagined how much your company would come to mean to me. How much you would come to mean to me. You're my light in this darkness, my star to steer by. Your boundless curiosity is a comfort to me in a way I hadn't thought possible. You have a question for everything, just like me. And in that mindset, nothing is inevitable or unbeatable. As long as there are questions left to ask, there's nuance and possibility. Nothing is taken for granted through that kind of lens. It's a gift. While I might wish the circumstances that led us to grow close might have been different, believe it or not, if the choice was mine, I don't think a dreamwalker's imagining of an Allegherian interpretation of hell would be my first pick for our proverbial meet cute. I admit, I don't know that we could have been like this in a different context. If circumstances were just a little bit different, well, who knows? All of which to say, I'm happy. Even in the midst of literal hell, surrounded by imagined medieval torment of damned souls, with you, I'm happy. And whatever we suffered to get to this point, it was worth it to have known you and to have fallen for you. Now, humor me, you incorrigible overthinker, and let the plan rest for the moment. We know what we're doing, and tomorrow, when the time comes, we'll execute it, and we'll get out of here. It'll work. But until then, instead of running yourself into the ground, imagining it for the 100,000th time, just be with me for tonight. Please. If this really is to be our last night in this hell, as I hope it will, then let's turn your desperate need to overplan toward what we plan to do once we're free of this place. Deal? All right. Then where are we going first? Yes, of course, I mean after we finished explaining to everyone where we've been for all this time. You know, you're straying dangerously close to missing the point of this exercise, Starlight. No, I didn't expect anything less. But for the sake of this evening, suspend that impending drudgery of a reality and just imagine with me. After all this time in this trap, where do you want to go? What do you want to see? No, I don't think that's boring at all. We have been robbed of normality for all this time. I imagine it'll be a great comfort just to go back to the norm for a bit. The park near your home, the coffee shop on the corner. There's a beauty in the simple things. One I think we will see more plainly than most of our counterparts for a while. Tell me about it. Yes, the boring coffee shop. Tell me about it. I want to hear it. Here, hold on. I'm not going anywhere. Be still. settling in behind you so I can hold you to me. Is that alright? Thank you. Because I like having you in my arms. And I like resting my head on your shoulder while you speak. And while you question and ponder. And I like pressing kisses to your neck while you do so. And I like feeling your breath catch as I run my fingers over your skin. The mindless little shapes and paths that I know you're trying to find a pattern in as I do them. Yes, I do know that. I can practically hear your brain turning, trying to riddle out what shape I'll draw next. It's cute. Now, tell me about the boring coffee shop. Mm-hmm. Every time. Well, it sounds beautifully ordinary. I didn't know how much I could miss ordinary. Isn't that strange? I never took myself for the sentimental sort, but as we've been here, as I've come to know you, as I've come to envision a future with you in it, free of the trappings of this place. I don't imagine watershed moments, pivotal events, grand gestures. I just think of a life with you in it. The normal things. The quiet spaces in between. Sitting in front of a fire. Each of us reading our own book in a comfortable silence. With the wood crackling and sizzling and popping in front of us. A gentle squeeze of the other's hand every now and then. I see trips to the grocery store, picking out the ingredients for the next meal we want to make together. I see carefree walks over worn down trails, side by side. I see nights laying beside each other in the grass, holding each other, looking up at a sky of stars. Plain things, simple pleasures, the things that shouldn't feel special. But when I imagine them with you, I cherish them. Starlight, look at me, please. We'll have those things. We will. We have to believe that. By this time tomorrow, we'll be in that coffee shop you want to show me. Hey, I know. I'm anxious too. I won't pretend that I'm not. But whatever happens tomorrow, we'll face it together, and that will be enough. I love you so much. My control over this place is woefully limited, but there's something I've been practicing, something I want to show you. Well, tomorrow when we're out of here it won't matter, so I might as well show it off now, huh? Even if it's not perfect. Alright. Lay back. Lay back with me. Like that. Look up. I know it's the ceiling of the cave. Nothing special there. But with a little encouragement, the strata of quartz in the stone can become the banded arms of a galaxy. And with a bit of light, the points of mineral reflection become the star points of constellations of our own design. The rough obsidian darkens, becomes the infinite vacuum between. It's not perfect, perhaps a bit impressionist, but it can be our sky of stars tonight, if we let it, twinkling above us as we hold one another and imagine that future we'll make together. You're too charitable, my Starlight. I'd be more inclined to call it serviceable than beautiful, especially in comparison to the company. But it's made with love, deeply held, and it's enough for tonight until we can have the real thing together.